Hey everyone. My name is Jessica Sarah, and this is my first time being here at Healing Crystals, providing you guys information, okay? Um, Actually, my journey with Healing Crystals began way back in 2016, which I'll be getting to that in a moment. But as you come in, I would love to know where you guys are from, so like the state, and where you're viewing me, just to make sure that I'm in the exact right location. I feel like I'm a little bit crooked here. That's okay, because today I'm going to be talking about aligning. So I can be a crooked visually, because really what I'm going to be talking about again is full circle and trusting your inner pull. Your inner pull, which I also have to do, is trust my inner pull. Oh, Ohio. I lived there for a while in Lewis Center. Fantastic. I'm in Michigan. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Anne. Oh, Michigan. All right, Lisa. Yeah, we got the Michiganders here. So hi. So my name is Jessica Sarah, and I was given this amazing opportunity that like blew my pants off, got me up, dancing, screaming, crying, super duper excited to do this because really oh, you're so welcome, Anne. My whole life I've been a helper. Okay, so I'm a helper. I'm a helper in a lot of different forms, and I know a lot of you are probably helpers in many different forms, wearing many different hats over your journey in your lifetime. And so I feel like the universe and really great people had like aligned me with being able to come here. And so, where to start? Okay, so my background is in special education. I was a teacher for a decade with kids with autism at the elementary level specifically. And I kind of was like an energetic ninja behavioralist, okay? I typically would see and feel the things that my students had going on with them beyond what maybe my other colleagues could see. And so really now looking back at it, I was using my sixth sense, my intuition, my inner knowing, my wisdom, and really I was feeling into their energetic field. And that time of my life was amazing. And I gave it 110% of me. I would say I was probably a little off balanced. No, I was off balanced in regards to like the flow of life and just how I functioned. Okay, so I took that very seriously, as I often do. I'm a Virgo. If anybody's into planetary stuff, astrology, I'm a Virgo, and I believe, because I'm not real big on this stuff, I believe my ascending is a Aquarius. If somebody knows, one of my friends know, and I just got that wrong, whoopsie do. It's on my phone. So if I got it wrong, I'll go back and I will, oh man, who knows? So either way, so sometimes the point of this is sometimes I could be really, really nitty gritty with things. And then sometimes I could be like a little airy or flighty. Okay. But really how I function is very, specific and organized. And today, I want to extend on what I've already shared, but I can see people kind of coming in there. So I'm delaying for just a moment because I know that I'm live on Healing Crystals. However, the event I tried to tag here and Facebook was like, no way, not going to happen. So after my teaching position with my amazing students and their amazing parents, I learned a ton about myself and a ton about how much you can really help other people, and then also where to have healthy boundaries and where to trust that internal stuff. Hey, Vivian, that internal gauge of if you're giving too much, if you kind of need to say, okay, I need to rest, retreat, gain my power back up. And so oftentimes when I'm doing readings for friends and acquaintances until they become my friends, what I find is that people, because they overgive, okay, everything, that they lose track of who they are, okay? And let's get real here. It's seriously a balance, because if you've ever been a caregiver, if you're a mom, if you're in a relationship, if you have a family that really, really needs you, or coworkers that really, really need you, and that's like within you to share and give out, people love that. People need that, okay? And they appreciate that. And so, typically when people come to learn more, it's like, oh, hey, I got to get back on track, right? Because their little gauge is like, okay, out of balance here. Or I love to inspire people. And so other people also like to be inspired. And it's an amazing spark that lights up lots of different parts within us, okay? But mostly, like I was mentioning, people really want to get realigned with themselves. And so some of the things that I'm going to be teaching you guys every Tuesday from 1 to 2, and I've decided to call my Tuesday slots Transformational Tuesdays, because really we're transforming old ways, learning new ways, new things, new tips, techniques, and all of that stuff. And really that's what I want to share out. And again, I get a lot of amazing things from this because I get to dig a little deeper, all right? And so with that being said, I want to, number one, create the space for all of us and really honor all of you that are showing up right now, and the people that are going to be showing up in the future for the replay as far and as long as this can go, because there's like, everybody is interconnected on the intranet, right? It's a whole net of connection. Hey, Angela. And so, so really we're jumping timelines, and the focus is to be happy and to find joy within yourselves. For me to find joy within myself, and I really like peace and calming. And I'm sometimes kind of spazzy and my energy is all over because I get excited and inspired. And some people have called me maybe a little geeky. I'm okay with it. I'm spazzy. I'm okay with it. That's who I am. All right. Because really what you're going to get is you guys are going to get to know me, and I get to know you guys, and that's beautiful. So when I create space, what I first like to do is hands to heart center, and I put my thumbs like right between on my breastbone, so right at the heart center area. And really that just brings my arms in a full circuit, okay? And draws my attention in here. And if you're welcome to follow along, okay? I'm going to guide you guys on this. That breath is to remove any little nerves that I have over here. And so my intent today for you, for me, and for all of us, future timelines, is really to light up something within you so that you can feel more empowered, more aligned, and you feel those synchronistic things. You get in the flow, you find the joy, and you trust yourself, your inner pull, okay? Thank you. Okay, so we have a great sacred space here, okay? I'm an oiler, okay? And I specifically right now I'm putting on Valor. It's a blue oil, it's beautiful. Just because it is aligning in itself. Some people call it the chiropractor in the bottle. But it aligns with truth, okay? It aligns with trusting, okay? It's aligning all the way down the center of your spine, all right? Today I wore blue for you guys. All these little things matter, okay? So I wore blue, and I have blue calcite here. It's Caribbean calcite, okay? And I have a blue turquoise, and I have chrysoprase, but kind of bluish green aqua, okay? And I have on my left arm, I'm showing you all this because it has intent, okay? On my left arm, I have bracelets, and I have fluorite on one and hematite, okay? I have my throat chakra and also my crown chakra bracelets. Okay, now why on my left side? Because I receive information and energy on my left side. I process it, maybe I get downloads, whatever. Oh, oil, yeah, I use essential oils. I just put on Valor. So whatever you have that you really feel it connects you with, use it, okay? So aromatherapy with essential oils is really, really beneficial because it can cross your blood-brain barrier and hit the limbic system, okay? The limbic system is that access point where it's connecting to your emotions and memories, and so it can freely like move things that are not serving you, okay? It can move things and then also realign things that are serving you with the purpose that it is that you want, okay? So, oh yeah, that's a good one, Angela. I think it's a little stinky, honestly, but it's good for my feet, like under socks and whatnot, but it is super calming and grounding. And so anyways, on my left hand, I wear these bracelets and stones because it's bringing my energy in. Here, all this placement matters. When I put this stone on today, I wanted something strong, okay? So I chose silk and feminine, and I wanted something blue and flowy so that the flow of my voice, the air that gets into my lungs, can also be shared out to you guys. And then on my right hand, okay, hey Angela, I hear you saying repeat. Yes, I love that. Which part do you want me to repeat? And thank you for asking me to repeat something. I'll just give it a moment for you to respond. Oh, the oil. Okay. So, and stones. Wonderful. I love both things. That's why I call my business Rocks and Drops. Ta-da! Okay. So really, oils and stones all have a frequency. And that frequency is created in the same way as our DNA, okay? And so they hold structure. And they also have mineral benefits and all those amazing things. But stones hold energy so they can settle your vibe to where the stone is, right? There's like universal laws about this stuff, okay? Stones, they can hold the energy that you put on them with intent, which is what I did over here, okay? So this is my receiving hand, always, every time I come live, every time I do a session with anyone. My left side is where I get information in, and so I have bracelets on this arm for clarity, to receive information for clarity, and the information I'm talking about is from my higher self, is from my guides, is from my inner knowing, okay? I also have stones over here that are connected to my throat chakra as well as my crown chakra, so that I am making sure that what comes in is shared beautifully to you. So I appreciate you slowing me down to re-explain that, okay? Because that's a wonderful, very, very important point to be made, all right? On this side over here on the right side of my body is more where I talk with my hands because I'm Italian. Okay, so over here I have my third eye bracelet, and then I have my seed of light bracelet, okay? And those stones are really so that I have this structure, because there's lapis in here, there's some goldstone, there's moonstone. Those hold structure for me, okay? So if you don't talk to your crystals and tap into your inner knowing of what it is that they want for you and how they want to be of use for you. And there's an amazing guide on healing crystals with it's PDF downloadable. It's like 500 some pages. Get it, sign up for their email list, get it, it's beautiful, okay? That can teach you deeper knowing to each stone. But what I like to do, your right is your delivery, okay? So the right side is delivering the information, okay? But on my right arm, I have stones that have lapis in it. I actually have rose wood also to calm and gently deliver it to you. Plus they hold essential oils, so I love that. And then I do have some blue goldstone and moonstone so that there is a evolving cycle, okay? Now this is my interpretation of, you know, of something that I put meaning to. And so trust your inner witch guide. Okay, so on Healing Crystals, if you sign up for their guide, maybe go to their website, there's a 500 and some page PDF guide that they will email you a link to, and then you save it to like your desktop or whatever, or to your phone, and you can access a wealth of beautiful knowledge in that PDF. It's amazing. So that is the guide. Okay, and if you're referring to which guides am I talking about when I receive information, I'm talking about my spiritual guides, okay? I'm talking about 2 guides, PDF, crystal guide, spiritual guides, okay? So, anyways, I hope that helps you out. Going back to the aromatherapy and essential oil stuff, that has the ability, oils have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and to access your limbic system, which holds the emotions. So all of us have a lot of stuck emotions, okay? And if emotions get stuck in us, we kind of, it's called the crystal guide. I'll see if I can attach it after, okay? I would love to help you get your hands on that. And so the energy that we hold on to and that stays connected with us can cause like uneasiness or like dis-easement, okay? So that's why it's really important to make sure your chakras are clear. We'll talk about that like in an upcoming class of what you guys can do to stay aligned and centered. Did I answer everybody's questions about the oil question, the crystal question? Thank you guys for all being here. I love it. This is fantastic. I'm going to, you guys can give me a thumbs up. I think I can see like a thumbs up or a heart. I'm going to continue to talk about intentions, okay? And trusting that the inner pull. Okay. Yes, the oil, Angela, is called Valor. Oh, thank you very much. It's called Valor. If you have a friend that is into oils and she uses these, go right ahead. Ask her. If not, you can ask me. But it's V-A-L-O-R, okay? So, and it's a blend. It's a blend that I love to use and matched my outfit perfectly and my intent for today. Thank you. Hey, San Diego. Boom. Okay, cool. And thank you, Joanna, for, you know, like deciphering the message for me. Sometimes it's like, okay. So on our Transformation Tuesdays, every Tuesday I'm going to make myself a cup of tea before coming here. And on my tea bags, I have tea tabs or tea tags, okay? Do any of you have teas that have the tea tags on it, right? I already drank my tea, it's upstairs. And so for quite some time, probably since 2016, which is the beginning of the circle that we're talking about today, I would make a cup of hot tea and I would actually, oh, awesome, Sherry. Fantastic, I love it, okay. I would make a cup of tea and take a break out of life and then go and enjoy Crystal Talk with Lori Morrison on Healing Crystals, okay? That used to be on Saturday morning, so that's how I got introduced, all right? That was 2016-17. So to back it up a smidge more, the reason why I got into crystals is because I used to, well, I was always a rock collector. I grew up on the shoreline up north in Michigan, and I love to collect rocks. And like, I still have rocks from when I was a kid that I picked up. Hey. And so, I didn't know why I loved them. I just felt good around them. I was inspired by them. I felt calm. And it was just something really that brought me so much peace to walk along the shoreline and find rocks. And then after my teaching position that I was sharing with you guys, and I knew about this huge intuition that I've been using, like the sixth sense for so long, I lost my mom. Well, didn't lose her, but she had crossed over, okay, suddenly. And so at that time, I used my essential oils as well as my stones for calming, for assistance with grief. If you think about where your heart is, your lungs are also there. That's where grief sits. That's where your lungs are. And so I use a lot of oils to help me breathe, to help me move the energy, to help me get through it, okay? And you grow through what you go through. And I totally believe that, okay? You grow through what you go through, okay? And it was extremely ridiculous, hard. I don't even know if that's the right word to reference it, but it was heartbreaking, can't so clear. However, there's really no end to the connection that I have with my mom. So what had happened is I began to carry crystals, small crystals with me in my pocket, and I shoved them in my bra. If any of you know, like you carry the crystals, you go to the crystal shop, you learn about like, oh, what the crystal is for, and you're like, definitely need it. Or maybe you're drawn to the color. And I always have tons of crystals all over, okay? Let's see. Oh, this one's fun, and actually, it's a shell. It's an abalone, but I love it. And so you're really drawn to maybe the color, and then you find out what the healing is, where it helps you heal, and the spiritual, metaphysical properties. And you are like, okay, this is it. That's how I was. And I put them everywhere. And then I would take my clothes off at the end of the night to get ready for bed, and they would fall out. So I started wire wrapping them. Okay. And at that time I started wire wrapping them is because I was so attracted to them. Their energy was assisting me in bringing me up where I needed to be. Okay. At the time to help. Okay. They helped me, and I'm a helper. So, it was beautiful. So I started wire wrapping them, and I really wanted to learn more. So I found healing crystals, I believe through my one sister, and found Lori Morrison, which she's the one who offered healing crystals me. She suggested me, and if you know her, she's beautiful. She is a shaman. She is a glorious woman that speaks real from her heart, from her experience, and really is all about helping you ascend and heal every way, and knowing the truth, and knowing your power, and helping you get there. And I love her for that. So that's why I'm here. Okay. So, anyways, so I started wrapping them. I started using the crystals, and they started providing me benefits. And then, you know, when you get inspired by something and they make you feel good, you're like, whoa, I got to share out. I got to tell my friends. Okay. Just like if you get like the new pair of pants that feel good on you, and like you already had kids and you're over your 40s and you're like, those are the pants. Those are the pants I got to tell everybody about. Okay, that's how it was with crystals. That's also how it was with the oils. Okay, and so I love to share that stuff. I also love to share energetic techniques, which we're talking about right now. At the beginning, I set the intention. I created the space for you guys also. So if you're jumping in later and you missed the beginning, go back. It's pretty cool stuff. And I love to make positively powered aligning affirmations. Why? Because words are powerful. Words are code, okay? Words can be really painful if you have somebody treating you not kind, okay? Most of the time, words and thoughts run through our mind. And so if you have the ability to be mindful of the words and thoughts that run through your mind and consciously create the positive words, the positive thoughts, and that's where you stay focused on, your life will align with it, okay? That's how I'm here, because that's what I've been practicing. So I've been practicing mindfulness for a very, very long time. I've been practicing being an energetic ninja, okay? I've been practicing creating my bubble or dome, okay? Mindfulness. And in my dome, which imagine like a snow globe, I go into my snow globe. And on the outside of my snow globe, which I'm making it small so you guys can see it here, but like really it's like as far as my arms, it's like the 6 feet thing. Okay. It's called your biofield also. Some people like your aura is connected to that whole idea also. Okay. So if I am going to create my dome and I'm going to be mindful in my dome and I'm going to make sure that I'm speaking a certain way and I'm using my physical tools like crystals and oils to align my frequency within my body, then things should move with momentum, okay? Now, if you've never really tapped into your intuition, you're like, what the heck are you talking about? The way to do it is how I did it earlier. Tap in, put your hands to your heart, okay? Or feel your stomach, like your gut feeling. And that's how you make your choices. So if you stay true to your gut feeling, then that'll continue to pull you in your life's path, your journey, the journey of your lessons, the journey of your growth, your evolving, your transformation, right? None of us are the same from day to day. None of us are, I mean, there's like some threads and some layers that are the same, right? But really, we have the power to transform things from within us, not others, right? We don't have the power to transform other people, but we can light them up. And I love to light people up, all right? I'm going to look at my notes. If you guys have any questions, please comment or question. Mm-hmm. Do any of you meditate? Just curious. I like guided meditations, like really bad A, you know what I mean? Like really good guided meditations. I'm an amazing visionary. And so I am able in meditation to get extremely beautiful healing visuals. And I think it's pretty awesome. Great, Anne. Fantastic. So I feel like meditating is a really amazing way for you to quiet your mind, you know what I mean, and really take some time to feel into your body and explore and expand, right? There's meditations for everything. There's meditations for stress. There's meditations for physical healing. I did one of those today. There's meditations to get your higher self, connect with your higher self. I love to meditate with crystals, okay? And I really love to meditate with clear crystals. Look how beautiful this sucker is, okay? And I just hold it. I hold it closest to my heart. Why my heart? I'm gonna tell you guys this over and over and over if you come to my Transformational Tuesdays on Tuesdays. Because that is where you have the highest frequency to shoot out to the other world, right? It's like a ripple effect, okay? So if your heart has gratitude, which mine does, okay? Mine does. Sometimes not, right? Not 110. However, I love to find the gratitude. I love to kind of like block the BS, maybe get it out, talk about it, and problem solve it, and then move it along once it's managed. That's how I am. I'm a Virgo. And then I love to get back in the gratitude, okay? So if you guys practice gratitude, I think that's a really beautiful tool that if you have kids, teach your kids. If you have your partners or your siblings, teach your siblings, teach your partners, teach your lovers, teach everyone. And really people pick up on that, because if you have people that you're grateful for in your life and they know that you're grateful for them, you light them up. You inspire them to also see within themselves potentially what they maybe forgot or what they dimmed their light down for, okay? So gratitude is a huge, huge thing of being able to trust your inner pole, okay? Trusting your gut, okay? I used to like to do it all for everyone. However, that becomes exhausting to me. And so really, there's roles that I certainly have, but, if I've signed up for something and I've made a commitment, then I'm always going to follow through. Okay. At least unless I needed like a little bit of grace or mercy for that situation. Okay. But, people pleasing is not something I'm into anymore. I was a major people pleaser before, where I thought I could carry the burden. If it was a burden, I thought, oh, that responsibility could be put on to me. I can handle it. Potentially, maybe even my ego got involved in like, I can do it better, so let me handle it. However, if you're one of those people pleasers, then what happens is you don't allow them to learn their lesson. And that's where that circle happens, where they're like still on the circle, and they haven't yet learned the lesson, because you're taking care of the problems for them potentially. Okay. So I refer to myself as like an ex-people pleaser, although I do enjoy being a positive person with people and doing my part, but I'm not going to give up me and what I authentically feel to give that power away to somebody else. That's like dispowering. So if that's something that speaks loud to you guys, because usually in-person classes, everybody's like, whoa, hold on a minute. Can we break that down a little bit, okay? Because that's a really big thing for a lot of people to swallow or to like chew on and digest, okay? So I choose for all of you to process that. Hey, Leslie. Hi, thank you for coming today, my dear. So I choose for all of you to process that and really honor the energy and your intuitiveness of if something feels right for you. And don't take over other people's stuff. That's their lesson. They can manage it, okay? If they ask for your help and you choose to, okay, all right? But then it can't be a burden to you. If you make the choice to be a part of that, then there can't be this resentment, okay? And so that was a big lesson for me. I grew up with women. I grew up with women that would like do all the things and do all the things on top of that, and then like be exhausted, unhappy, didn't enjoy it, and then maybe they weren't honored for doing all the things, and then they felt bad. So that's not anything that's going to be like aligning. So let that go. Women, if you're a woman or a man that does that, or a person, this has got to be for somebody, either somebody that's watching right now or somebody else. Otherwise, they wouldn't even tell me that. They, meaning my guides, wouldn't even like focus so deeply on that to share with you. So there you are, my dear. Okay, so do you guys have any questions so far? I'm just going to pause for a minute. So when you guys are trusting your inner pull, when you are owning your power, and when you are aligned with what your desire is, what that truth is, what that feeling is, things start to happen for you to sync you up to those synchronicities happen, okay? And what are those things? If this is new to you potentially, those synchronicities can be seeing angel numbers. Some people call them angel numbers, but it could be, 1212. I saw 1212 today. I saw 111. I saw 1111, 1010, right? So these numbers maybe, or maybe you see a cardinal that flies by and that has meaning to you. But there's things that are just little tink, tink, tink that show up in the world, in our outside world, that bring your awareness to them. 1717, yes. So when they bring your awareness to them, you're in sync. It's kind of like deja vu, where it's like that feeling where you have felt like you've already been there, or maybe you had a dream about it and you're like, whoa, this feels really weird. I feel like I know what's going to happen, and like you're predicting, okay? So when you're in sync with stuff, when you're in the flow with stuff, you are like a super attractor, okay? What I highly encourage people do is to honor that. So if there's things you're seeing, if there's things you're feeling, if somebody smiles at you nicely, or at the grocery store, somebody potentially waves at you, driving down the street, and you're like, oh, that's so nice. I just like, oh, I'm so thankful. That was so kind. Like I really kind of hold on to that for a moment, okay? I honor that. I sit with it for a second, and I allow that to be the things that are in my mind and in my heart and in my field my field, my space, my environment, my place. Okay, that's what I mean. So, and I have gratitude for that, okay? And if some of you guys are journalers and you're like, oh, gratitude journaling is something I do all the time, wonderful, okay? So make sure you guys pay attention to the gratitude that you feel inside. And you can either toss it up to the universe and be like, thank you for that. Or you can just think it inside. Or just smile or smirk or feel the warmness it brings, okay? And hold on to it. All right, just give it a little moment, okay? So another thing that I wanted to make sure that I mention, and by the way, to circle back around to the T tab, okay? My T tab for today said, which I love to pull oracle cards, and so I potentially will eventually do that, you know, for all of us that are here in the class, meaning like one card or a couple cards as the theme for the class, but I will pull T tags. And my current T tag for today is, we are born wise, we are born complete. And I thought, wow, full circle, wholeness, whole self, okay? Mind, body, spirit, soul path, interconnection, all connected, all whole. Okay, so there's nothing really any of you are missing or that any of you really need. You just maybe want to like get into something and really enjoy it, okay? Which is why I love stones and why I love oils and why I love teaching people, because I like that. It inspires me and warms me up. So some of the other tools that I wanted to share with you guys that I think are really beneficial, like I already mentioned, placement of your jewelry. That's important, okay? Placement of stones in your home, okay? I love to have selenite, like a selenite wand, which I have this little guy. He's new, okay? They're super duper clearing. I have little people, and so they come in with this, I guess like the dustiness that they bring home from school, and all the kids and the teachers, maybe bus drivers, lunch lady at school, okay? So they come home with that energy, and I have stones, lots of various stones, but also selenite in different places in my house, so that when they walk by it, it kind of cleanses them a little bit, right? It lightens the load that they're bringing in, okay? Or you could use this and bring it over top of their body with intention to help them clear. Okay, actually most of them look like this though. I wrap a little something around them because sometimes selenite is sharp. And if you're in need of crystals, Healing Crystals has a 30% off right now until Thursday night. And the code is SPOOKY, all caps, SPOOKY 30. That's the Healing Crystals Halloween sale, and it is spooky 30% off of everything. That's fantastic, fan-freaking-tastic, okay? So the other things that for me that I use is when you're clear and you have clarity by using your intentions or your affirmations or your focus point, and you're being mindful and you're showing gratitude for the things that that bring a smirk or a smile or a warm fuzzy feeling to you, there is this deep inner knowing that shows up for you. You maybe don't know why it's there. You don't know how you know, but you know. Don't second guess that. That's a beautiful gift, okay? And if you desire that, the affirmation that you can say or write down a little sticky note and put on your mirror is, I am clarity. I trust my inner knowing, okay? I am clarity. I trust my inner knowing. Somebody needs to write that down. If you think it's you, write it down, okay? Because really, that deep inner knowing is like this wisdom and intuitive gift that helps us guide, okay? Guide ourselves, make the right decisions, stay in alignment, okay? I am clarity. I trust my inner knowing. Bam, absolutely. Okay? And another thing is that oftentimes the lessons that we learn at the deepest level are like the trickiest, okay? And those are the things that really your soul is like nudging you to transform. Transformation Tuesdays. Your soul is nudging you to transform, okay? And those are the things that you have blocks around. Those are the things that weigh heavy on your chest, okay? So, however, those are the things that when you have the deepest knowing on, and healing comes from that space and place, I believe, not everybody has to believe this, that those are the things that I want to share on. Those are the things that I want people to feel that are maybe stuck in that ground spot. Hey, there's hope. Hey, there's another amazing way to do this. Angela, tell you more about experiences and lessons? Let's see. So, yeah. So if you wanted to work on this, okay, I'm a journaler. I have like 30, 50, maybe 50 journals. Probably half of them are filled with stuff. So if you, okay, hold on. Anybody else love like paper, stationery, amazing pens? We're the same if you do. I love a good pen, and I love good paper, and I love fancy faced journals, okay? And I love to write all the things down, because then I don't hold them here. I let them go, I release them, and actually, you know, you can like automatic write when you're in meditation or right after coming out of meditation. You get in that zone, and when you automatically write, so many beautiful things come from you, especially if you're right-handed. I come to the left side and then write them down. That's where my beautiful creations come from, my jewelry creations. And I like give a lot of gratitude and thanks for that. So write your stuff down. But going back to journaling, gratitude, I'm kind of waiting to see, somebody had asked, tell me more, please. And I'm asking what it is that you're asking to know more about. The things to heal on in the life lessons. Okay. So what I would recommend, okay, and there's a ton of ways to do this, and I maybe recommend a different thing on a different day. But right now, where this is, where we are at in this space, okay, I am recommending, if you don't know what that thing is that sits so heavy on your heart, or which thing it is, which I believe that you do, write it down. This is the thing that is the hardest for me to get over. This is the thing that is the hardest for me to have forgiveness on. This is the thing that is the hardest thing. Okay? The hardest. Hard. Okay? Now, put it on a piece of paper. Okay? Let's put it in the center of that paper. Let me just draw for you. Who knows where this is going to go? But let me just show you guys. Okay? So this is a tiny little post-it note I have here, a little sticky note, okay? The hardest thing goes in that circle, all right? Yeah, okay, that's the heaviest thing, okay? Then you write your truths all about it, okay? Make it like a star or a sun, okay? The truth is, okay, here's the hardest thing to deal with right here, okay? The truth is I'm strong. The truth is I know me. The truth is I trust the process. The truth is I am healing, okay? There's so much truth in this, okay? That's what you got to focus on. And then I choose ease. I choose ease, okay? So that means I choose ease surrounding this situation, okay? Interesting. Kind of looks like a eyeball, okay? Yep. But it hurts, yeah, or hurts, yeah. Sure, of course. But sometimes letting go of something and transforming it, okay? Letting go of the pain and the holding on to something that isn't working. That's like holding on to a porcupine. That's how they're making me feel about it right now. So you're holding on to this porcupine and it's like jabbing you and it wants out and like it's trying to make it work and it's just not working, but you know better, but you're like, I should just let this go, but I don't know how to really let it go, because what happens when I let it go, right? That's your like, you trying to kind of control the situation. What could potentially happen is you let that porcupine go and it can do its work and you can do your work, because you're no longer focusing on holding on to something so tightly that's causing so much pain, okay? And then you can breathe. And then if you trust that inner knowing, things will evolve for you. Emotions will become less stuck and hurting, and they will start to kind of crumble away, okay? They will thin out. Okay, I know these are like energetic words, but that's how it's making me feel. Instead of being like a hard rock stuck, they'll start to kind of, form and crumple away. Well, you make the decisions for you, okay? So that's the truth. You stay within alignment within yourself. If you know your truth, that's your truth. If somebody else is pushing or wants you to do something and you know it's not right, that's never going to be in alignment. Okay, I'm not saying one person's right, one person's wrong. What I am saying though is that you staying in alignment, okay? There's a whole other thing with that though. You staying in alignment for you is your truth, okay? And so in order for this person to learn how strong they are and capable, or to find their needs being met, they have to navigate that, unless there's like a disability, a strong disability connected to it, okay? Then yes, a caregiver would need to be involved in that or something, okay? Just intuitively what I'm getting. So take steps for that, okay? Think about all of that, and you can assist as a friendly way in the choosing of how it is that you want to help, okay? But you need to stay in alignment with yourself. I will always say stay in alignment, okay? Now, let's see where else we're at. We have like 13 minutes left, and I feel like I feel a little surprised actually that some things came up in this event, this class, this online thing, that are a little different than what I anticipated. But I also enjoy that because I can freely follow the flow, or the people that are watching, and also feel the energy of you guys and what's maybe wanted, okay? So the next thing, okay, well, do you guys have any questions? Oh yeah, I know there's an eclipse coming, but I don't really know about the eclipse stuff. So oftentimes I believe that there is a whole group of people that believe something so strongly, and if it brings up, oh yeah, I know, okay, I gotcha. The eclipse is causing me to be like swirling around some topics like a different way than I normally would have, which is fun. It's different, and I'm allowing it to happen. So I'm grateful for it. But yes, so clarity. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how this is going to work moving forward. And if you guys have any questions about what I've talked about being in sync, do you guys see signs? Do you see the numbers? Do you notice and show gratitude? Do you journal? Do you gratitude journal? You just give thanks like woo woo woo. And anytime I like do that little it's called the whoop whoop emoji on Facebook. Do you guys use that? It's like double hands up, whoop whoop. It could be called something else too, but when I type whoop whoop, it's the and I love that little guy. So like that's my gratitude. Thank you. Okay, so if you guys ever see me doing that on here, it's my thank you. Same thing with my heart with the swirl. Like I love that. Thank you so much. So every time we come on here, right, because today was kind of a lot of little things, there will always be the space opened up for all of us to come and share and join in our energies, to interact with each other. I will always reference the crystals that I am wearing. If any of you are really into blue crystals, let me just tell you something, or blue. I wore blue, 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 blue. And I also put blue, the blue light on my diffuser. So blue stuff is all connected to your throat center, your throat chakra, okay? And here is where if you hold people's stuff too strongly on your shoulders, you get tension, okay? I hold my tension there. So like you could play maybe a little Taylor Swift Shake It Off and like really move that out and breathe through it, okay? But the point is like dust your shoulders off, okay? That's an energetic technique. Dust your shoulders off of what other people's burdens you're carrying, with other people's things in your own mind you're carrying, whether or not they know about it. And so like you can definitely cut cords to their energy, and that's really, really, really beneficial. We'll talk about that moving forward. Yes. And so there's a lot of different body techniques that you can do to move that. But blue is all about calming, trusting, okay, flowing, getting in the flow. The idea of getting in your flow state is a whole class in itself, because when you're in your flow state and you really are moving the energy, it's like magic happens. And I mean like the good sparkly magic, the white stuff happening, okay? You're in that flow. And so blue crystals help me get in that flow. Blue helps me stay calm. Blue helps me have hope. I love a blue sky, okay? I love looking at water. Blue is calming. And so you can wear blue clothes. You can have blue artwork or blue things around in your space and place, okay? You can smell the blue oil like I did earlier. You can wear the blue crystals, okay? And again, I wore, well, I have chrysocolla, I have chrysoprase, I have lapis lazuli, I have aquamarine, I have, well, it's green fluorite, then I also have amazonite. It's kind of tealish. Blue goldstone, labradorite, which has like blue flashes in it. And those are like my powers. And you know, when I put them on, okay, my point is to transform whatever I'm holding on to. If I couldn't get to transforming it in meditation, then when I put these bracelets on, which I call my rock on bracelets, okay, just because it's really cool, rock on transformational bracelets. When I put them on, I hold that intent. I say that affirmation in my mind out loud. When I first learned about affirmations, I wrote them all down so that I could focus and retrain my mind to stay on that positive flow to keep that rolling, okay? Now I make positively powered aligning affirmations. It's a service I offer for people. I love it because I get to tap into their energy field and feel where the stuck stuff is, and then help them you know, find the flow, find the calm, find the water to wash it away, and find the peace in that, okay? And blue's also connected with harmony. And so I want to say like, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you. I'm just going to jump off in a moment. Next Tuesday also will be Transformation Tuesday at 1 to 2 o'clock. I will be posting the event soon, as well as the topic. But what I think will continue to happen is I'm going to show up with an oil. I'm going to show up with a crystal. I'm going to show up teaching you guys about these energetic techniques to help you guys transform. And then around it, there will be, you know, or inside of it, there will be some juicy nuggets that, that will inspire you guys. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this. And you're welcome to share if you're interested. And again, my name is Jessica Serra, S-E-R-A, at Rocks and Drops. And I am live on Healing Crystals. Last thing, Spooky 30 is their 30% off coupon. Do it. Do it. Get yourself a blue crystal. This one, Caribbean calcite. So yummy. Lapis. Sodalite, which I don't have on right now. Just get a blue crystal. Okay, you guys take care so much, and thank you. So I'm going to close the circle. All right, close up, bring all my energy back in. I'll see you guys next week. I believe you guys can still comment afterwards, and I hope that I'll be able to easily find the comments to reply if need be. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anne. Okay. All right. Toodaloo.